folks, it's the Saturday vlog, so y'all stay tuned. The lighting in here is terrible today, I guess because it's cloudy outside, and any way I turn I have shadows and no good lighting today at all. I'm still gonna make my Saturday vlog even though the lighting is bad in here today, and I have grandkids, and Lee is working on our bacon. He is putting the cure on the bacon so that we can get that smoked next weekend. And so I'll show you a little bit of that.
I'm mixing my ingredients for the bacon. I got my kosher salt. She'd already bought this darn pink salt.
Curing salt.
Curing salt. Gonna make my bacon nasty. Gonna give it all kinds of chemicals in it. Got my salt in a bowl. Curing salt in a bowl. Now I'm gonna try to do some of this hard brown sugar.
I put a little pot down in there to keep it from sticking.
Yeah.
No, it's supposed to keep the moisture out.
Mm-hmm.
It's a clay pot. It's supposed to keep the moisture out. So I'm going to show you a few things I'm working on today. I've got two of the grandkids here, and so I'm trying to play with them and deal with them a little bit. And then we've got some more sap going on the stove. It's rainy, it's drizzly day outside, and it's supposed to get colder and turn to freezing rain. So we've got more sap we needed to take care of, so we're doing it in the house again. I'm going to do my regular cleaning. I've got dishes and laundry and sweeping and mopping to do, my regular Saturday activities. And then, like I said, I've got a couple of grandkids here. We're boiling down the sap. We just worked on the our pork belly in the curing process, so we can smoke that next weekend, and we'll have a video on that coming out real soon. We're going to smoke it next weekend and videotape all of that whole process and have that up probably the next week or the next weekend, right away, within the next couple of weeks. So, so watch for that, because we made a homemade redneck smoker that Lee made, and we've got a video on that. And then he finished it up. He had started it in one video that we've already played, and then he finished it up, and we're getting the pork belly cured. I'm also going to be going through that closet. I have video from the first vlog, the first Saturday vlog that I done. I talked about cleaning out my closet and minimalizing and decluttering and having a yard sale in the spring, and I'm going to go through some of that closet today and get rid of some things. Fixing to start some seeds in the I'm looking for some Coke bottles. I don't drink sodas. We don't drink soda, so I'm having to ask around and get someone to save up some soda bottles. I also could do milk jugs, but I looked and most of our milk jugs are colored. They're not clear. So I'm still looking for something to start those in. I'm going to start some seeds probably out on my porch. Some people put them outside. I think I'm going to do mine on the screened-in porch. There's a spot there that gets a lot of sun, and so I'm going to start those. I don't know if I'll get to that today. I'm still looking for some kind of Coke jugs or something to do that in. And so they may be next weekend also. You may see that on my next Saturday vlog. This is my third one. On my fourth one, I will probably show doing the starting the seeds. Another thing I'm doing today is cleaning up these jars. I have a video on recycling and reusing old jars, And these are 2 olive oil jars. I like to reuse those. I've got several of them, and I use this kind all the time. So I have been keeping these and using them to make homemade vinegars and things like that infusions and homemade vinegars and stuff. And so they have labels on them, and I have to get the labels off. So I soak these real good in hot water, hot soapy water, and some of the label will peel right off, but then you've got a little bit left there that doesn't come off very easily. And these especially, these have been especially sticky and hard to get off. So then I take the Goo Gone and I do the Goo Gone on there. Pour a little bit on there and let that soak good. And start rubbing that, and it will come right off. And I have seen people make homemade Goo Gone. So that's you can look up a YouTube video on homemade Goo Gone and try that. I haven't tried it. Don't know how good it works because I have not tried that yet. Maybe I will sometime because I use Goo Gone a lot, especially for this purpose. And if you let that sit on there just a little and start scrubbing a little, these have especially sticky labels for some reason, but that will come right off of there. And I clean those up. Like I said, I've got 4 or 5 back there already that I haven't used, but I clean those up and use those for herbal infusions and things like that need to be in a colored bottle instead of a clear bottle. Tote. I'm gonna get some big boxes to start filling up 1 box a week for my yard sale, and I've talked about that in my first vlog, first Saturday vlog that I done, so you can watch that video and see what I'm talking about. I'm filling up boxes 1 each week for yard sale in the spring. I'm trying to minimize and declutter, so I'm going to show you how I'm going to go about this process of deciding what stays and what goes. Here again is my problem closet. Look at the shoes and the books and things and the junk on kind of a junk space where I just stick everything. Okay, first off, first thing I see, I just have to go through all this. I have old glass cases. There's 2, there's 1. I have old glass cases everywhere. Now, yes, I thought, oh, I need to save those because I might need to put glasses or sunglasses, or, you know, that'll come in handy later on. And then I just stack them up. I think there's a couple more down in there somewhere. And they've been in here for probably 2 years. And although I feel like that would be a good thing to keep, I haven't used them in 2 years. So I'm fixing to chunk them in this tote. And one man's trash is another man's treasure. You hear that all the time. Well, that's true. If you put this stuff in a yard sale, you never know when someone's going to need it. There's another thing. Not really even sure what this is. It's been here so long, and I just don't even know why. It's been here so long, I don't know why it's here. So it's plastic, not even glass. Right there. Old glasses and sunglasses, and most of them are scratched or broken. Why I kept them, I really don't know. Maybe I thought in case of emergency. That I dropped these outside several years ago. I dropped them outside and lost them, and the dog chewed on them, and we finally found them a little while later, and they are scratched and chewed on. These are scratched. I had to get new ones. These were scratched, and I had to get new ones. And I kept all those thinking that in case of emergency I might keep them and use them. But as cheap as I'm getting glasses now off the internet, we're getting glasses off of for like $40. I have bought an extra pair from them. I found gloves. I found a pair of gloves up in there, and I went and bought new gloves this year because I couldn't find mine. That's a reason to get rid of all the clutter, because if you have so much clutter like this, you're not even sure what's in there. I found an iPhone in there. I'd done forgotten that I stuck it in there. So it pays to declutter, because there's a lot of stuff up in there that I wouldn't have to go buy new. I'm not going to bore you with this whole closet cleanup, but I just wanted you to see how big of a mess I have to tackle and how I'm going to go about it. I have a couple other spots I need to go through. Most of the house is not bad. It's things like this closet, and then we have a spare bedroom that's got a little bit of, it's not too bad either, but it's got some stuff piled up in it. My pantry, I need to go through my pantry, because my pantry is about like my closet. And I'm sure there's other things in this mess here that I have went and bought, probably, that I already had and didn't know I had, because I had it so stacked up. So there's a great reason to declutter. But it's going real well. The shoes are starting to look better, and that shelf is looking good. I'm not finished with it, but, and then that's actually journals. This is a nice journal set. It's got like 2 books in the set. And same here. This is a set that's got like, there's 4, 2 in each one. And it's kind of a set of journals. Also, there is some keepsakes in there. I have a few keepsakes in there, like my grandpa's Bible. My grandpa was a Baptist preacher, and that's his Bible right there. And I cherish that very much. And my dad's, I've got my dad's Bible too. It's in my prayer spot. That shelf will be kept, but I've straightened it up. Over halfway done. I have the bookcase in the back pretty much done. And I've went through the clothes on this side. I do got a vacuum when I get done, though. So I said I wasn't going to bore you with cleaning out all of my closets, so I've kind of went through in pieces and showed you a little bit at a time. And I still have a lot left to do. I'll probably be on this for several more hours. And so that has taken up a lot of my day. I haven't been able to do a whole lot else, especially with the grandkids here. And I had to stop and cook, and I had to, the laundry is going now. You can hear the laundry in the background. I have laundry going, and I did get all the dishes done. I got to sweep, but I hadn't got to mop. So I've also had this high blood pressure issue going on, and that's been causing me some problems. They haven't got it down yet, and we found out November 10th. They figured out that I had high blood pressure, and they still hadn't gotten it down much. So that's been kind of an ongoing issue that has bothered me a little, and I've had a lot of headaches with that, and been to the doctor a lot with that. So you know, so y'all pray for me. We'll just keep doing what we're doing. I saw a post today on the Small YouTube Homesteaders Facebook page. She said, keep doing what you're doing until you find your people. And what she was talking about was on YouTube, if you're doing YouTube videos and you just keep plugging away, the right people that want to see what you're doing will find you, and you'll have your people. And that's what she was talking about, was YouTube. But I feel like that could apply to a lot of things in our life. Just keep doing what you're doing, and you will find your people. And so if you're watching this and you've enjoyed our videos, then you're our people.